Alright, we're gonna be playing another indie game, and this is called Shroud of the Morrigan. And from what it's described in Steam, not only is it an indie game, but it's also given its own unique genre, and that's called Keltpunk, which means Celtic themes, steampunk, like, well, you can tell from that. And boy, does Ghostface look pissed. He's not exactly very happy when that one weirdo took his nose ring. This is actually a pretty simple game, and it starts out simply at this point. So all my movement is mouse-based. A lot of the commands in here are mostly via the mouse, so the further I get into this, it actually seems like a smaller indie version of Zelda, which just doesn't make it a bad thing, it just makes it interesting. Okay, so you are a robot. I don't even know what those things are, but the fact that they're hiding it obviously shows it's not important at this moment. A little suspicious, though. And I think the steam hurts me, so I'm gonna assume that it does, and just keep away from it. Doesn't look like I can head in that direction. I was assuming I can actually smash things this early. No, I don't even have a sword. So this is kind of like, to a degree, Zelda, in which they give you, they start you small, and then they let you graduate a little further as you go along. Because the only Zelda game I played, Twilight Princess, they didn't start you off with a sword. They didn't even start you off with anything, they just had you figure some things out. Alright, so this is our first tool. I assume it goes here. Yeah, I really don't say that much. The fact that... why are you hiding all this? And what the hell is this thing? Okay. So we get a new tool, and this is not displayed presently. I think the best way to actually describe it is it's from Celtic mythology. I forgot the actual name, but it's called the Silver Hand. And it's most famous for its user, Nuada, who is often called Nuada the Silver Hand because he lost his hand and was replaced by a silver one. And yes, Nuada also appears in the movie Hellboy 2, I know. There's quite a few Celtic references in that movie, especially from the fact that they go to Ireland. Hello. Don't judge the warp paint. This one is what makes me an individual. I gotta say that the visual effects look really nice. It's nice for an indie game. Okay, why am I doing gossip? Ah, it's my birthday. Ah, happy birthday to me. Okay. Looks like that's a long drop. What is... But those are wooden swords. She must be really stupid. I should probably stay out of it. Okay. I'm seeing if I can actually enter those places, or at least check what's in those boxes. Rigid. As you can see, quite a bit of Celtic elements in this game. In fact, many of the characters are named after figures in Celtic mythology. For instance, Bridget is the goddess of fire, but also of cattle, and I think she's one of fertility. She's one of the few Celtic goddesses that has been named a Christian saint. Okay. So it looks like we're going in this direction. And also, Ku is another Celtic name. If you haven't guessed it, it's pretty obvious. The fact that you're named, that the person you work for is named Colin. So you get it, Ku, Colin. Alright. Okay, let's give the golem some well-needed power juice. You have not been playing Elder Scrolls games. I'm afraid of falling off. Are those fish birds? Cool, fish birds. Alright. Thanks for taking your time, stupid golem. Though you should be grateful that I actually put in that crystal and made you alive. Okay. Hey. Hey, don't diss my homies. Okay. They have robots for everything. Oh, pulling out watermelons? You gotta add something harder for me. So I assume this is good enough. Okay. No reward? Figured. Ein is another Celtic goddess. I don't even know what she is. She's usually associated with the sun. But what they say about her is she's sometimes a fairy queen or